sorry, I didn't need you guys to put the things down because Cape Town is beautiful. I just wanted to tell every single Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Molweni, manene, namanene kazi, huyanant, damas and yere. My name is Africa Melane. I will be your MC for this evening. A wonderful evening where we are celebrating perseverance, ingenuity, creativity. We know that 2020, which was meant to be 2020, has turned into really the most challenging and the most unforgiving year that any entrepreneur and business person has ever gone to. I'm hoping that this evening is not only about celebrating you as these extraordinary entrepreneurs, but also you'll take the time to reflect on how you managed to get here. It hasn't been easy. It has been a road filled with challenges, and it's important while we take pictures with the minister to also go, you know what, it has taken an army of people to help me to get to this point, and just, even if quietly, just honor them in this moment and have them here to celebrate with you. This has become the most auspicious and most celebrated of the Entrepreneurship Awards in the Western Cape, the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards 2020. They are recognizing you for your achievements and for the potential that you present, and obviously for the inspiration that you continue to provide. 133 entries were received for this year's competition. We are awarding this evening in 6 categories, and those 6 category winners have been determined by an independent judging panel. We will hear a little bit later today from Solifari, the head of department, to officially welcome us, but also paint the picture a little bit of how we got to this evening. He's the head of department, of course, at Economic Development and Tourism in the Western Cape government. We will then, after that, hear from the MEC himself, Minister of Finance and Economic Opportunities, MEC David Mania. We know how busy you are, and it is a joy to have you here. We also know how closely you hold these awards to you. This event, obviously, because of COVID-19, and just a moment to pause and remind you that Cape Town, particularly 2 sub-districts in Cape Town and the Garden Route in the Western Cape, are seeing cluster outbreaks that the Premier called a resurgence yesterday. The numbers are worrying, the figures are disturbing, and as the President often reminds us whenever he calls a family meeting, we can make that difference. It's not government, it's not scientists, it's you and me. You will see me wearing this mask throughout the evening. Some of the speakers, depending on the quality of voice that comes from that mask, will either have it on or take it off, but we will, in between every speaker, be sanitizing this particular podium. It is a social evening. You are enjoying some beverages. We ask that you respect social distancing throughout the evening. And it's not to put a damper on things, but it's just to remind people all the time of the importance of this. We've only been limited to the number of people we have in this room because of COVID-19 protocols, but we are live streaming. So tell your friends, your family, your supporters, your clients, most importantly, that they can go to YouTube and search for the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards 2020, and they'll be able to see me and you live as this event goes on, and hopefully celebrate with you. A couple of the rules before I call up the first speaker. You are allowed to smoke. You'll be able to go outside to the balcony to my left where you were all received. The bar also happens to be there, so that will be a good place to hang out a little bit later. The bar will serve local wines and soft drinks, which is on Solifari's account, so when we call him up, please show him a lot of love. The restrooms are very well marked in this fantastic, fantastic extension of the CTICC. So when you step outside, just look for the signs that indicate male and female toilets, and then just follow those and you'll get to them. The official part of the program is actually it's brief, but it will give it the time we need to give it in order to celebrate and to honor each of the finalists. We can ask that during that time, you make sure that your cell phone or your tablet or anything that makes a noise is either on vibrate or on silent, so that it doesn't disturb what is happening here. And you're most welcome to take as many pictures and videos as you want and share widely and celebrate with those who are celebrating here today. I think I've covered all of that. Today, we have, as I indicated, the Provincial Minister, Mr. David Mania, Minister of Finance and Economic Opportunities in our room. We also have Mr. Solifuri, Head of Department with the Economic Development and Tourism Department. We have senior management who are here with him and to support the wonderful efforts. An evening of this nature would not be possible at all without the kind generosity of some extraordinary businesses who have offered up sponsorship today. And with each category winner, I will explain what that sponsor is giving beyond just making this evening possible, but the level of support they'll be offering beyond this evening is amazing. We have representatives from PricewaterhouseCoopers, from the waterfront in the city of Cape Town, from False Bay TVET College, the Center for Entrepreneurship is here, Pike Law is here, as is Eiffel Corp. If I can ask that we give them a round of applause, please, for making this evening possible. Thank you very much. Solifuri, as I said, is the head of department in the Economic Development and Tourism. He'll talk to us about business resilience in a time of crisis, as well as offering the official welcome to this evening. Solifuri, everybody.
Thank you, Africa, and I hope you can hear me clearly with the mask on. My privilege to welcome everybody to these awards evening this evening. I recognize that we are all in seriously difficult times, and not least of all, small, medium enterprises. And the smaller businesses have been pressed hard to be resilient against the challenges that COVID has brought upon. And the awards evening is in part to recognize the role that small business plays within the broader economy. Our economic system is such that small businesses makes a fundamental part of that. In the value chain, they play an enormously powerful role. But more importantly, they play an enormously powerful role within the context of employment. And therefore, it is so important for us as a government to continue to demonstrate our commitment to support small and medium enterprises, and indeed to support other businesses, and to continue to demonstrate our willingness to ensure that business keeps itself open and runs successfully. And so this evening is one of those very, very important milestones in our calendar, where we do a special recognition to SMMEs, and we specifically remember their unique challenges. I recognize that for many a small business, when it comes to that fundamental payday, and you've got to make sure that the staff is able to get that salary or that wage, it becomes a challenge. I recall that during this hard COVID period, how difficult it was for small businesses who couldn't access the UIF and the TERS funds, and how that becomes a challenge to all of us. But this evening, and I'm sure when I call up Minister Mania, you will hear of our government's commitment to ensure that you are going to be successful, and that we are going to continue to do whatever we can do to help you to be that success. This evening, as you know, is a culmination of many, many months and days of judging and checking and understanding the roles of businesses. And those that we celebrate this evening, we celebrate in your uniqueness as your own business that we're celebrating, but also that you serve as a proxy. And we celebrate your role as a proxy for what Small Medium Enterprises does. And so I want you this evening to encourage you to just simply enjoy the evening, to participate where you can, and to ensure, as Africa has asked us, to maintain those social distances and to maintain the commitment to ensuring that we prevent super spreaders in today. It's also my privilege to be able to introduce Minister David Mania. Minister Mania is the Minister of Finance and Economic Opportunities in the Western Cape Government. Minister Mania is extremely committed to ensuring that business in the Western Cape remains open and that government is able to support businesses going forward. He's had a bit of a tough week because he had to prepare and deliver the medium-term budget policy statement in very difficult circumstances. But Minister, thank you so much for being here this evening to share the time with businesses and to affirm our commitment to continue to support them. I'm now going to ask Minister to come up and to deliver the keynote address. Let us welcome Minister Mania.
Solly, thank you so much for that, those opening remarks. I have had a difficult day delivering the medium-term budget policy statement, but I certainly haven't had as difficult a day as my counterpart in Guatemala, who also this week delivered his medium-term, or the equivalent of the medium-term budget policy statement, whereupon Parliament was promptly burnt down. And so I've certainly had a better day than my counterpart in Guatemala. Let me start by saying, of course, this morning I did deliver the medium-term budget policy statement. And of course, looking back when Premier Alan Winde delivered his special address last month before Parliament, he outlined what he called a recipe for change in the Western Cape. And to guide our work and to improve people's lives, Premier Alan Winde chose to focus on what he called 3 North Stars, on jobs, on safety, and on well-being over the medium term, which are going to be the guiding lights of our recovery plan in the Western Cape. We have to face the facts that the demands on government have never been greater, but there is significantly less money to do the job. And because of that, we are really, going forward, going to have to make some very difficult decisions in the Western Cape. But we can and we will do everything to ensure that every single person, no matter who they may be or where they may come from, can live a life of dignity. Because for us, the life of every person, of course, matters in the Western Cape. And we can and we will do everything within our power, of course, to ensure that we bounce back in the Western Cape. Which is today why I announced, despite drastic budget cuts, a combined 1.4 billion rand support package for jobs, for safety, and for well-being, not over the medium term, but in this financial year, so that we can bounce back in the Western Cape. And specifically on jobs, our support package includes an additional 155.9 million rand to support small businesses by accelerating basic maintenance and repair of infrastructure at our schools, an additional 12 million rand to support small businesses who have been hard hit by the pandemic, and an additional 8.5 million rand to support small businesses in the wine industry, which have also been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic in the Western Cape. And of course, what is important to note is that these allocations are additional allocations over and above what is already provided for in departmental budgets in this financial year. Which means, for example, that when it comes to small business, we have mobilized, again, despite the drastic budget cuts, a total of 39 million rand to support businesses hard hit by COVID-19 in the Western Cape. And we hope to be able to support about 230 small businesses and save about 2,000 jobs in the Western Cape. And we've done that. We've done that Because, of course, when people have jobs, people have dignity. And when people have dignity, people have hope. And of course, we're here tonight, as Solly has mentioned, at the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards to celebrate and to recognize all our entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurs in this room and the entrepreneurs who are watching these proceedings virtually. Because, of course, you play such an important role in creating jobs in the Western Cape. Our entrepreneurs, I think, deserve to be celebrated because you play such a critical role, not only in creating jobs, but also in supporting skills development and providing opportunities to those who need it most. And you're role models for others, especially for young people who can learn from you and be inspired from you and start their own businesses. And so we support and encourage our entrepreneurs now more than ever, because your entrepreneurial spirit is exactly what we need as we continue the fight, both a health pandemic and, of course, an unemployment pandemic in our province. We know that times have been tough for business and that you, or many of you, have been struggling. And so, precisely because of that, we have, in addition to the measures that I've announced to support small business, we've also been working hard over the last few months to support entrepreneurs. We've helped entrepreneurs access funding through our Jump for Entrepreneurship smartphone app, with its funding assist feature and with tools for which business owners can access for financing needs, recommendations, I beg your pardon, on appropriate funders and products, and also to assist with the funding application process. We've helped entrepreneurs develop their digital skills through the Go Digital Western Cape webinar series, our Tech Volunteer program, which matches entrepreneurs with industry experts for free advisory tech and digital support. We've also helped entrepreneurs navigate the lockdown and alert level regulatory environment, which all of you know is bewildering and complex. And we've provided support to new businesses during the crisis by answering queries through our COVID Content Center and, of course, our red tape reduction unit. And we've created opportunities for entrepreneurs to adapt and to provide personal protective equipment to government and to the private sector by helping you get the Western Cape Supplier Evidence Database and market your products to private companies through Westgrow's PPE marketplace. And finally, to encourage an entrepreneurial spirit in this province, it is important for us that we recognize and reward entrepreneurs like yourself in the Western Cape. And so we are here to celebrate your resilience, your innovation, your courage, and of course, your contribution to job creation and economic growth in the Western Cape. I'm incredibly proud of what we've done to help entrepreneurs like yourselves achieve success. Because at the end of the day, it is your brave leap into the unknown and that results in disruption, in competition, in better ways of working, and in new ideas that we need to bounce back in the Western Cape. In closing, I would, of course, like to thank the team at the Western Cape's Department of Economic Development and Tourism for all their efforts in putting this event together. I'd also, of course, like to congratulate all the winners here this evening. Thank you all, and please enjoy the celebrations this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Those were amazing figures you were sharing. 1.4 billion rand to support jobs, safety and wellness, 39 million rand specifically for small businesses, 230 businesses to benefit from that, 2,000 jobs hopefully to be saved. And I like the line, if people have jobs, they have dignity, and ultimately they have hope. Another round of applause, please, for our MEC. It was Peter Draker, wasn't it, who was an American consultant who died in 2005 after really influencing the way that business approaches and thinks and creates. And he said once, and I don't know when, but he said the only way to predict the future is to create it. The only way to predict the future is to create it. And sitting in this room are some incredible minds from this province and city who are literally creating their own future. So we're looking forward to celebrating you. And before I go through the process of how we're going to award the winners, perhaps let's learn a little bit more about these awards and the finalists we are celebrating today.
Welcome to the 2020 Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards. Entrepreneurs, in the face of adversity, you have persevered. As agents of change, you have found strength in times of vulnerability. You have learned powerful lessons in these times of hardship. But with every crushing blow, you didn't quit. You kept pushing forward, adapting, and rising to the challenge. We salute you for your unyielding resilience and drive to succeed. Your determination has empowered you to respond with agility to societal and economic turbulence. And while a global seismic event shook our belief, disarmed us of a controlled and predictable existence, you accepted the challenge to change yourselves. It's in times like these that we find greater meaning in life, a stronger sense of purpose rooted in compassion and strength. This year's entrepreneurs are a reflection of the Western Cape's robust innovation capabilities. This composite of intelligence and business excellence will continue to drive the province's growth trajectory. The Western Cape is an entrepreneurial epicenter with an unrelenting appetite to enable entrepreneurs to fulfill their potential. By leveraging the success of entrepreneurs, it supports businesses at all stages of their journey. We are propelled by a deep-rooted purpose to do something distinct and meaningful, because you are the fibers of fortitude of this province. The Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards recognizes and celebrates with all of you. More than 100 entries have been received in this year's competition. All successful finalists had the opportunity to present their businesses to an independent judging panel, and our esteemed judges had the difficult task of selecting the winners.
I absolutely love judging this competition. I see new innovation coming through. I see new products. I see new services. It excites me.
In South Africa, SMMEs make up 98% of business actually, and they employ between 50 to 60% of the country's workforce. So that already tells us how important small businesses are.
It was excellent to see how many businesses actually entered, given that we are in a pandemic, and the fact that they managed to be so optimistic in their responses in terms of the questions that were asked.
With the finalists, I was so impressed with the level of tenacity, the level of perseverance that many of them display. It's a good sign for us in South Africa, as well as globally.
The most inspiring part of it all was how they supported their communities and people less fortunate than them along the way.
My heart was really warmed by the businesses here in the Western Cape at their innovative ideas. Also to see what difference they are making in various elements in townships, in terms of progression of businesses, in terms of innovation. So it was really exciting, and I think I have only a lot of joy being someone from the Western Cape, seeing what we can do when we put ourselves in the position to make a change.
6 categories are being honored this year. Emerging business, social enterprise business, innovative business, woman-owned business, township business, youth-owned business. All finalists for 2020 receive a cash prize to further their business ventures, and the winner in each category is eligible for the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. As the Western Cape government, we are encouraged by the actions of these entrepreneurs. We are unified by a collective purpose to unlock our human potential. We have endured hardship this year, and while we may be more vulnerable than we thought, we are destined to succeed because we are united by a shared purpose to be better together. The Western Cape Entrepreneurship Awards would like to thank our sponsors for this year, without whom this event would not have been possible. PwC, V&A Waterfront, Pike Law, False Bay College, and Eiffel Corp.
And I'll probably like to add a vote of thanks, and I know Rashid is going to do the official thank yous later on in the evening, but the judges. It would not have been an easy job for those judges to sit through all of those entries and distill it to the finalists that we have today. So a round of applause for the judges, please, who had the difficult task there. The incredible voiceover artist there mentioned that each of the winners and the finalists will be receiving a cash prize. The winners will also be receiving substantial business support packages sponsored by the various sponsors, and I'll be detailing what each category winner receives in addition to that cash prize. The support packages include advisory services, mentorship, coaching, legal advisory services, and all sorts of other services that would otherwise cost a lot of money. So another round of applause, please, to our sponsors for their generosity this evening. David, I hope you're wearing very comfortable shoes because I'm about to ask you to please come and join me on stage, and you'll be standing there for a bit as we are celebrating and honoring the award winners. The first prize, the category we're going to be awarding today, is Emerging Business. And I'm going to invite from False Bay TVET College, the Center for Entrepreneurship and Rapid Incubator, Mr. Stephen Reed, to please come and join the minister on stage so that we can award the winners. All right, what's going to happen for each category is that we're going to play a short video that features both finalists in random order for you to know a little bit about their business. And once that video is concluded, I will then announce who the winner is. And we will ask the winner to come up first to receive a wonderful certificate as well as a photograph opportunity with, in this case, Stephen Reed as well as David Mania. And then the runner-up in that category will then be called up. The only reason we're doing this is because there are only 2 finalists in each category. And if you announce the number 2 winner first, you all know who the winner is, and you all be applauding for the winner while the poor person is here. So show everyone some love tonight, please. All right. And if I may ask that the winners and the runner-ups please come up on that side of the stage and then exit that way as well. Are we all clear? Everyone's good. Take out your cell phones and tablets, take photographs, post them, celebrate as much as you can. Let's find out the finalists for our first category today, Emerging Business.
In 2017, I started Azotron. Azotron stands for Artificial Intelligence, the ZA for South Africa, and the Tron is for electronics. And the whole vision of the company was to build smart electronics in South Africa. We build things like smart irrigation systems, and a lot of this uses artificial intelligence that helps these systems become better and better at what they do. And we help companies automate their processes. Everyone focuses on the jobs that are lost through automation, but what people need to understand is that more jobs will be created in the fourth industrial revolution than jobs lost. So we also train people and get them ready for a more automated economy. When the lockdown happened, the one thing that we had to shut down was our electronics lab. And that did affect us negatively. It delayed quite a lot of our projects, and a lot of our customers had to shut down their businesses. And as a supplier, you're the last one to get paid. But now that businesses are looking at the impact of the pandemic had on them, they are certainly looking at making more of their process automated. And for the next 5 to 10 years, the type of demand for our services will be continually growing at an exponential rate.
I'm sure there's a second finalist that we need to be featuring there. Or have we already decided who the winner is going to be for this category? We trust the auditor
to shut down their businesses. And as a supplier, you're the last one to get paid. But now that businesses are looking at the impact of the pandemic had on them, they are certainly looking at making more of their process automated. And for the next 5 to 10 years, the type of demand for our services will be continually growing at an exponential rate.
I started the business in 2017. I'm a conservationist by profession, and I saw a need within the sector. The Contour Enviro Group provides a number of environmental management services that include environmental management and compliance for agriculture, especially fruit farmers. We do environmental education and awareness, whereby we work with schools in different parts of the province where we expose these young kids to the beauty of the environment. We run capacity development programs that are accredited with CAT-CITA, whereby we train for conservation authorities. And we do felt management that includes vegetation management in mostly mountain catchment areas where water is a big issue. Due to lockdowns and the COVID pandemic, our clients basically closed their doors. Therefore, we had no income at all, so we had to let go of some of our staff members. We are now sitting with about 18 staff members. So our business was hard hit, but fortunately we managed to regain some of the contracts that we had prior to the lockdown. The 5-year plan that we have in mind is to provide more services across the province and other provinces as well. Entrepreneurship basically gives us an opportunity to create opportunities for others. We're all about nature, so it's all about the development and to inspire others for the love of nature. So we get an opportunity to do that whilst we create employment.
Just to remind you, the cash prize that will be won by the winner and the runner-up, 25,000 Rand is the cash prize money won by the winner of the category, and 15,000 Rand for the runner-up. And Steve Reed and the folk from False Bay TVET College have been incredibly generous, saying that not only the winner of this category, but every category winner and every runner-up, so all of the finalists today, will each receive access to the False Bay Incubator Program for a full 12 months. The collective sponsorship package is 480,000 Rand. Mr. Reed, thank you very much, good sir. All right, for the category Emerging Business, the winner is One final round of applause for the winner of the Emerging Business category, Ansu Sufo. And of course, the runner-up in this category, please welcome on stage Sabelo Linda. Thank you very much. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. Thank you for the incredible sponsorship. Minister, those are comfortable shoes, but I do want you to see each of the videos. So in between, we're going to have the minister going up and down. The second category, sorry, Stephen, how could I forget this? Stephen has also, in his personal capacity, sponsored each of the 12 finalists a copy of his book, Entrepreneurship. They're also getting those incredible books. Let's find out the work that is done at False Bay.
At False Bay College, we are firmly committed to the development of you as an individual, and we always encourage you to be the best you can be and to have the courage to believe in yourself and your dreams. I want to be the best that I can be, reaching for my dreams, my destiny. FBC, False Bay College. www.falsebaycollege.co.za.
Stephen and your team at False Bay. The second category we'll be awarding this evening is Innovative Business category. Let's have a look at the finalists for this category.
We started Renegade Wines at the end of 2018 after noticing global trends in the wine market, particularly canned wines in the United States. We decided to put a product in a can and call this wine in a can.
It has never been done in South Africa. A week later, we placed a call to the Department of Agriculture to say, listen, what do we need to do? Because it's an alcoholic beverage, it is obviously very highly regulated. And we're not just entering a new market, we're selling a new beverage product.
We launched the first cans into the market exactly 1 year after we said we're going to do this.
A lot of things fell into place, which otherwise, if we did this 6 months earlier, it would probably never have happened.
We've seen so much interest from overseas now for South African wine in can in this category.
We are focused on quality wines because we believe the consumers can tell the difference between an inferior or a mediocre wine and a good wine.
Wine in a can makes sense. This measured portion, always fresh.
So during the lockdown, anybody that lives in South Africa realizes what happened to our industry. It got shut down in totality.
You couldn't sell wine, but you can still do PR for your company. So we spent some of that time as well to build more personal contacts with your customers. Ultimately, our aim is to do 2 million cans a year. We're well in the way.
Our industry needs disruption to a certain extent in the best way possible.
We're not in it for ourselves, we do this for the industry. It needs innovation. You can still do PR for your company. So we spent some of that time as well to build more personal contacts with your customers. Ultimately, our aim is to do 2 million cans a year. We're well in the way.
Our industry needs disruption to a certain extent in the best way possible.
We're not in it for ourselves, we do this for the industry. It needs innovation.
We started Airwater in 2006 and we do atmospheric water generation. People thought I was completely raving mad until 2016 when Cape Town suddenly came to the WCERA phenomenon. The amount of water that's on this planet is stagnant. There's never more, there's never less. So it just is reusable. So basically what we do is we just draw in the air, cool the air down. The condensation goes through a multifiltration and a sterilization process. No chemicals, no chlorine. but we were still just buying and selling machines. And that wasn't the answer to 99% of the population. So we moved away from just machines into solution thinking. So we've put together a configuration for schools. We can give perfectly pure water each and every single day for 100 children. Then we started the first ever humidity harvesting bottling plant. Never been done before. It was the first in the world, and we built 5 since. And that worked very, very well. Because we supply the hospitality industry on a returnable basis, there's no more plastic, which we're very proud of doing. COVID-19 was a very, very near fatal blow for us. We went from selling 8,000 bottles a day to nothing. For 13 weeks, we didn't sell one single bottle. But it made us really think about the future of our business. So we're going into the residual school solutions and the clinic solutions and building those configurations, as well as doing what we're doing now. The big surprise has been internationally, overnight. Suddenly people are going, wow, we can make water where it's needed instead of taking water to where it's needed.
Thank you very much. I'll have you back up on stage, MEC, as we give another round of applause for our finalists, please, in the Innovative Business category. Joining the MEC up on this stage is going to be Sheldon Gonzalez from PwC. I worked for PwC, by the way, for many, many years, so you could have lost me to broadcasting. I'm just saying, I had a lovely time, but broadcasting is really, really amazing. Sheldon, it's lovely to have you here. The winner of this category will win the prize money of 25,000 Rand, as well as receiving advisory services from PwC. This is not the only category they're sponsoring, so we'll repeat all of this a little bit later as well. Thank you very much for your generosity. The winner of the category Innovative Business, it is Air and Water. Congratulations, Ray de Vries, Air and Water, winner of Innovative Business category. Congratulations once again to you, Ray, and your team, Air and Water. And of course, the runner-up, Sheldon, you are going, oh, okay, I thought you were leaving, never mind. Probably the coolest thing ever, right? We live in wine country, and there was a whole big debate whether a corkscrew is acceptable in a wine bottle, or should it be always, a cork is obviously the standard, right? And when they did the whole thing like what was going on, and now it's in a can. It is the coolest thing, guys. You don't have to open a whole bottle and drink it all in one go. You can just have the 250 mils, however long, and then enjoy it without having waste. I don't even drink alcohol, but even I think it's a cool idea. So please welcome Jaap from Renegade Wines as the runner-up. Definitely not. Fantastic. I don't know how to pronounce your surname, Jaap. That's why I didn't. Okay. And Jaap has been kind enough to make sure that we have some wonderful samples of his Renegade wine. So thank you very much for your generosity. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to go sit right back while we see who the next category is. The category, of course, is women-owned businesses, which has also been sponsored by PwC. A reminder, the winner of the category will win 25,000 Rand, as well as advisory services from PwC. Let's find out who the finalists are.
I started Rise Uniform in 2007. I was seeing this queue of young ladies that were getting longer and longer who were queuing for grant. I wanted a business that would actually create employment within the community as well as allow the young girls to participate in the economy. We started with a school uniform and the church uniform, but the bigger picture was actually to supply corporate companies. Now we have got two brands, which is Rise Uniform that talks to the corporate, and then we have Rise Apparel that talks to any other client. This year, with COVID-19, the products we are manufacturing, we can't sell to anyone in South Africa. At that time, there was not a single company that makes the disposable mask. So we started with this project of supplying the PPE. As much as it was very scary to be coming to work, I felt that we had a role to play. It opened our eyes in terms of the opportunities that are there, because we are not looking at this thing only for COVID-19. So now we are setting up the facility to manufacture the medical PPE full-time, and we are opening up a factory shop in Access Park in Bellville for the Rise Apparel. We need to really check what products are actually 100% South African and claim the space of those products, because that's the only way we can create jobs.
At Rendesign, we make lifestyle accessories. In 2008, I was driving behind a truck and I saw the PPC cement bag, and I thought, oh, that branding is pretty cool. I'd love a bag out of that. So I managed to get hold of one of those bags and I bonded it to fabric, took it to my sewing machine and stitched up a laptop bag. We take paper that has a bit of a stretch in it, and it's a super strong paper. We fuse it to a fabric, and that fabric has a grain which allows us to stitch it without it tearing. We spray it with nano-liquid glass, which makes it water resistant, and at the end of the day you'll have a durable, sustainable product that we guarantee for 2 years. We have quite an interesting business model in that we have people at a studio here who work with prepping and packing, and then the making is done at the makers' homes, which is great for them because they can spend more time with their families. We have a shop at the waterfront, we have our studio shop over here, we do a great deal of export, we do a corporate and custom development, and then we also have our online store. So COVID, of course, knocked us all right at the park, and big surprise. It became my challenge to make sure that everybody was still being paid and somehow we were going to get through this. So very quickly we pivoted to making masks out of paper, and we coated it with nano silver, which means that the bacteria that falls on it dies. People are looking for the more sustainable local option, not just something that came straight out of factory. We are in the process of being verified as a B Corporation company, and that is an accreditation that puts people, planet, and profit first.
Those are the finalists for the Women-Owned Business category. Once again, the category winner wins 25,000 Rand in cash value, as well as advisory services from PricewaterhouseCoopers. The combined package value from PricewaterhouseCoopers for this evening for these two category winners and the advisory services they'll be winning is 288,000 Rand. In addition to that, the fantastic videos that you are watching today throughout the evening, they've also been sponsored by PwC to the value of 170,000 Rand, which means collectively they have sponsored just over 450,000 Rand, if my mathematics is correct. So a round of applause, please, to PwC for their sponsorship. The winner of the Women-Owned Business category. Rise Uniforms. Please welcome on stage Ndombi Nonzuba. Oh, come on, keep the love coming. Another round of applause, please, for our category winner, Rise Uniforms winning the category of women-owned business, which means the runner-up is the Wren design. Wendrin. I have to apologize, Wendrin. Xhosa is my first language. Which it's Wendrin Setsa. Which language? A whole mix of languages. The Wren design, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Wendrin. It's a lovely product. Really, really lovely product. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, PwC. The next category is Township Business. Let's find out who the category finalists are for the category of Township Business.
Forum started in 2014. I took part on MasterChef South Africa, and I asked myself what would be a purpose that I'll be serving by being on this national TV show. My drive was using food as a tool to make a difference. I've taken our South African basic staples from our traditional cuisine, but I wanted to push the level to be like a restaurant food. So I'm always looking at ways of how can I elevate the standard. Last year, Forum is on the world's best restaurants, only 2 restaurants in South Africa that are on that list. It's not just about what Chef Abigail can create, but also a platform for others to help them to get to their own personal goals. We also have a CSR role that we play with the recognition we got internationally. By tapping into other businesses, we actually help them to employ more people. So we kind of saw the impact of the work we were doing by using food as a tool to make a difference. COVID-19 came as a shock. And the first thing that came to our minds was, how do we take care of the well-being of the staff members? So during the lockdown period, I actually spent a lot of time developing new recipes. It also gave me the time to look into writing our Forum cookbooks collection. We have a sales strategy which is going to benefit many. So we found a new direction. I think it still serves the vision of the company.
This is Ntlazana Accountants and Advisory Services. It's a company that was started in 2012 because of my passion and love for the community. We offer services at their doorstep. We make sure that we communicate with the community in vernacular languages, which makes it easier for them to understand the accounting, which is very complicated at times. We do a lot of training and facilitation for our SMEs and people in general. We want to make sure that we develop and empower the youth as much as we can. We've got an internship program that we started fully funded by the company. After the program, we want to make sure now that we don't lose our students. We absorb them in our company to be part of our permanent workforce. The COVID-19 pandemic caught us by surprise. We had challenges. We closed our branch in Mthatha. We had to close our branch in Port Elizabeth, but then we embarked on an online training, kind of an innovative way of sustaining our company. We managed to overcome the challenge and grow, and there's a possibility that we'll also open up a branch in the Khayelitsha area. We want to be the community because we believe that this is where we're supposed to be, and making sure that people coming from the township, they've got a vision. They also know that they can be whoever they want to be. You don't have to be in the urban areas in order to survive or to succeed in life.
Invite the MEC and the sponsor of the category we're about to award. I did a boo-boo. I did not get to play the incredible work that is done by PwC, who sponsored the 2 previous awards. If we can have that video up, please. Thank you. It doesn't matter whether you're a category winner or a runner-up. If the V&A Waterfront thinks that your product, your service, will best benefit from enjoying 12 months of retail space at the premier destination for any kind of shopping, this is going to be your experience. For 12 months, the sponsorship value is 84,000 Rand. And I should also note they're paying for my services here tonight. So we're loving Aju quite a lot. Okay. So this category winner, for the moment, walking away with a cash prize of 25,000 Rand. Four-roomed Ekasi culture. If you haven't had the opportunity to do so yet, please go and visit them in Khayelitsha. Abigail's cooking is extraordinary. I've sampled it and I can attest to it. Congratulations once again to Abigail Mbalo, four-roomed Ekasi culture winner of our category of township business, which means Simpiwe Nhlanzana of Nhlanzana Accountants and Advisory Services wins the runner-up prize. And Simpiwe, I cannot tell you the importance of the service that you offer. At the beginning of the hard lockdown of COVID-19 and following the President's announcement of that 500 billion Rand stimulus package, it was heartbreaking to learn how many small businesses in the townships in the main were not able to access that money because they were not registered properly, they didn't have a set of financials, they were not tax compliant. So the service you are providing in the townships of Cape Town is certainly important business. Please welcome the runner-up for this category of township business, Nhlanzana Accountants and Advisory Services. Thank you very much, Aju Dalvi from the V&A Waterfront. Thank you, MEC. We'll call you back up shortly. For our second final category prize, remember there is the ultimate overall winner that will be announced after some incredible entertainment and for you enjoying some more refreshments. The next, wait, I almost did it again. Can we have the V&A Waterfront, please, and the incredible work that they do show up on screen? There's a new destination point opening on the 1st of December. It's called Maker's Landing. It's opening next week. It really is amazing. The food that is being sold there is incredible, but what makes it stand out is the incubation program that they have built into Maker's Landing. So if you haven't been, please go and visit it when it opens. All right, the next category, social enterprise. Let's find out who the finalists are, please.
Click Africa Digital is an online marketing and media agency. We registered in 2016. We focus on providing online marketing solutions such as search engine optimization, search engine marketing in terms of PPC and pay-per-click services, and social media marketing. We also offer website development and app development, as well as content creation and videographic and photographic services. Click Africa is divided into three aspects. Click Africa Studio, which is an open studio for community upliftment projects, and Click Africa Academy, which focuses on digital skills development and entrepreneurship, as well as Click Africa Digital, which is the core business. And then we also have our projects, which is Pride FC, an informal soccer club supporting the displaced children in the Woodstock Hospital. And we have Base Mentality, which brings to the forefront Capetonian musical talent and just giving it a platform in order to flourish. COVID and 2020 has really halted our progress. We had to roll back 3 years and go back to the core business. We lost, I think, 60% of our portfolio. The two verticals that we had, which was Click Africa Studios and Click Africa Academy, we had to completely halt that. But that is what enabled us to survive. Now we are really looking to go back to our original position. We are alive and being pivoted to the times, and we're very excited to execute it for 2021.
Genesis Community IT Initiative is a non-profit organization that actually focuses on changing lives through technology. Our objective is to convert the citizen into an ICANN member so they can actually attend our free courses and also get free internet access daily through the commercial zone, which is where we offer digital services to people. Then we have the Learn Zone, where people must learn entry-level digital skills. We have something called the Play Zone, which helps people to learn about gaming and even building games. We also have the Create Zone, where people are learning at the same time and also using high-end technology. With COVID-19, we were severely affected because the students could not come to the facility. So we have implemented a learning management system. This allowed for students to learn online and also offline. So we had to extend our courses up until November, December to accommodate these students to complete their studies. The future plans is actually to grow within the recognized global vendor certification, where we train directly for the job market. We've realized that high schools are also lacking digital skills. So we are now embarking on grade 10, 11 and 12 to certify them already. So meaning that once students reach grade 12, they are actually employable, which is the focus of the ICANN Center. Because it is our youth that will change our trajectory within a few years.
The ABC then to come and join me on stage again, please. This time joined by Denzel Jones from Eiffel Corp. Eiffel Corp is the sponsor of this particular Actually, it's another one of those wonderful, wonderful prizes. Now, Eiffel Corp sort of plays in the bespoke technology space. And Denzel, if memory serves, you are primarily based in Joburg, but you are obviously trying to make an impact in Cape Town, right? You have an office in Cape Town. It's about to get bigger, I promise you, after this particular event. Now, once again, very similar to our previous sponsor, the winner of the prize that is offered by Eiffel Corp could be one of the 12 businesses that operate in the technology sector, and they'll offer that, I suppose, finalist with a bespoke coaching experience to the value of 60,000 Rand. So it could very well be the category winner here. It could very well be a runner-up in another category. They will determine which of the finalists will best get value, I suppose, out of this incredible prize. Thank you very much for offering, Denzel, and welcome to Cape Town. The winner of social enterprise is Genesis Community IT Initiative. Please welcome on stage Llewellyn Scott. Congratulations. Another round of applause, please, for Llewellyn and his team at Genesis Community IT Initiative. There's still one more job, Denzel. There's still one more job. Which means the runner-up for this category is Click Africa Digital. Please welcome on stage Jade Weinhardt. Now, as indicated, Eiffel Corp is well, not only, I suppose, in the space of technology and bespoke coaching, but here's one of the products that they have as part of their suite of products, the Calabash Campus.
Student life continues to change fast. So should the way they transact. Calabash Campus brings you a simple, secure campus commerce experience. Designed for the education sector, no matter how big or small your campus, Calabash Campus provides a streamlined, contactless, and cashless commerce experience with rewards all round. Let your students live their best Calabash Campus life on your institution's mobile app.
Thank you very much. And Eiffel Corp is also sponsoring the entertainment for this evening. You'll hear in a moment or two from the Pedestrians. They are a young multi-genre band based in Cape Town, obviously, celebrating 5 years of experience. And we were here earlier while they were doing a sound check, and they're absolutely amazing. I'll introduce them properly to you after we award the next and final of the 6 categories for the evening. It's in the space of youth-owned business. And here are the finalists.
Ground Culture actually started in 2017, trying to find a way to connect independent business owners with small businesses in South Africa. I started writing coffee shop reviews. At the same time, I was working with entrepreneurs in Khayelitsha. I didn't see how we could connect them. And then I met Umsekoli Zelani, a 52-year-old beekeeper from Khayelitsha. And this got me thinking, all these coffee shops that I'm working with really need good quality local products that they can list as daily products. So this was the point that I really realized the impact that the formal sector can play in developing township-based businesses. So working alongside Umsekoli, we started selling his honey and a few other products to coffee shops. We took his business from 25 kilograms a month, supplying just his Khayelitsha market, to over 250 kilograms a month. When lockdown was announced, we were distributing to about 75 coffee shops, and then they temporarily closed their doors, which meant our business model came to a complete standstill, and we had to adapt. So I built an inventory management system, a warehouse, an online store, and got a whole lot more entrepreneurs together. And now we have 2 Uber Eats devices, a small retail concept store, and then about 50 of our coffee shops have reopened their doors, so our wholesale model is going strong as well. The entrepreneurs we work with are making big strides in their own communities, and we believe that if we can mix the informal economy with the formal economy, we really will put the power back in the hands of patriotic, passionate South Africans who want to make a difference in their communities.
I started felt trading late 2018. It's a farming operation that supplies fresh produce to the local markets around Cape Town. It's a family place, so I approached my uncle and he actually said I can go ahead and start farming here. And it was basically a bush around here, so I started cleaning, and then actually I started to plant spinach as my first crop, and it was quite successful, so that's why I went ahead and actually planted on a big scale. On the farm, I have one permanent employee basically to water every day, just everyday operations. And then I have 4 to 8 temporary guys that, depending on the workload, I would get them in and out. When COVID-19 hit South Africa, it was a big downfall for a lot of businesses and industries. I think it actually created opportunity within the agricultural industry because people must eat, and the agriculture industry was still there to be able to contribute, you know. Say from next year onwards, I would like to have my own packaging unit and distribution unit to become an independent distributor where we can then take things from here and then approach bigger markets like chain stores and so forth. Food security is a huge concern in South Africa, and being able to expand in the farming and vegetable industry is not just profitable, but it creates jobs, it secures food for people, and I think it's a huge contributor to the economy of South Africa.
Certainly, congratulations and all the best to the finalists for this final category, Youth-Owned Business. The MEC is coming back up. Sponsoring this category is Pike Law, and we're going to ask Kendall Smith to come and join us on stage, please. The category winner will win 25,000 Rand, and the runner-up will win 15,000 Rand. Both the winner and the runner-up of this category will be receiving legal advisory services from Pike Law to the value of 150,000 Rand. Thank you very much for your generosity. The winner of Youth-Owned Business 2020, Ground Culture, Sebastian Daniels. Congratulations. Smile with your eyes. Another round of applause for Sebastian Daniels from Ground Culture, winner of. You still have one more job to do. One more job to do. The runner-up, obviously, then in this category is Falt Boerdere, Ansel Langeveld. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Kendall. Let's find out about the incredible work done by Pike Law.
Navigating the maze of regulations applicable to commercial transactions while growing your business isn't easy. You may have spent weeks, even months, trying to figure out which legal requirements apply to your venture before they even become a risk. Pike Law has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs minimize business risks and optimize opportunities by providing operational and transactional certainty. Unlike other firms, we don't do everything. In fact, we only do 5 things, and we do them really, really well. That's because we're experts in the areas of law in which we practice. Firstly, we take the time to get to know you and the ins and outs of your business. Then, we tackle legal complexities head-on, because we know that the outdated big law approach simply can't serve the needs of a growing business. We do this by ensuring that our processes and fees are transparent. We remain accountable by maintaining a genuine human connection with our clients. After all, your lawyer should be likable. Tell us what you need. Tell us about your journey. Tell us about your destination. We'll help you with a roadmap. Call us. Let's talk.
Thank you very much to all of our sponsors today. Can I also just get the loudest cheer for each of these 12 finalists? I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but each of their story has been absolutely inspiring, and it really has brought a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy within me this Thursday evening. And of course, congratulations to those category winners. Now, There is the ultimate prize of the evening, which will be the overall winner of the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards 2020, which we'll be announcing not too long from now. While we wait, we're going to invite you, of course, to please enjoy some more refreshments, the local wines as well as renegade wines, right? Are they? I was told they were here. They might be here. If they're here, please taste them. They're absolutely amazing. And obviously soft drinks and whatever smoke you need. While all of that is happening, I would really encourage you to stay in this building because you're about to hear from this incredible band, the Pedestrians. They've played at the Joy of Jazz International Festival, Jazz on the Rocks in Titispai, the Cape Town International Jazz Festival. They've collaborated with the Hearts Exposed hitmaker Craig Lucas, who was the winner of The Voice South Africa Season 2. The band have also their own single called So Much Fun. This single caught the attention of the international husband and wife, Kenny Thomas and Francisca Blasich, who are doing a duet cover of this song. They believe in their music, which serves as a reason for their likability. And entertainment industry has been affected negatively as well by COVID-19, and they've been generous enough to give us a family discount for this incredible performance. And of course, they've also been sponsored by one of the sponsors. Guys, I cannot wait to hear you again. The Pedestrians, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having us. And congratulations, firstly, to all of those nominated. It's so inspiring for us as young people, to be motivated like this. So please do enjoy. And if you know it, sing along.
Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, you'll never know what makes this man and all the love that his heart can stand, to dream of ways to throw it all away. Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good, and I can't sustain like one half could. It's one and more that's going to send me to my knees. What makes this man and all the love that his heart can stand, to dream of ways to throw it all away. Gravity, stay the hell away from me. Gravity, taking better men than me. So keep you where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is. Hey. Keep me where, keep me where, keep me gravity. Thank you so much. This next one is one of our favorite songs, and I think it's very appropriate tonight, actually. These people are not waiting on the world to change, man. They're changing the world. Listen, me and my friends, we all misunderstood. They say we stand for nothing, there's no way we ever could. Now you see everything is going wrong with the world and those you lead in. Seems like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change. Keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know that this world ain't fair. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. Now if we had the power to bring our neighbors home from war, they would have never missed a Christmas. No more ribbons on the door. When you trust your television, what you get is what you got. Or when you owe the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. So we're waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, say, waiting on the world to change. It's not that we don't care, we just know that this world ain't fair. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. Hey. Hey. Yeah. It's hard to be persistent when you're standing at a distance. So we keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. We're waiting on the world to change. Thank you. Yeah. Let's take you back to the old school. Let's take you back to the old school. Hey. This should not have been a fantasy real. You gave me this feeling, baby. Hey, this rhythm inside. You made me feel good and feel nice and feel love. Gave me paradise. Oh, so shouldn't I realize that you're the highest of the high? And if you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Yeah. So tell me how long it's gonna take until you speak, baby? 'Cause I can't live my life without you here by my side. Here by my side, my side, my side. Woo! You give me this feeling, yes you do. You give me this feeling, baby. You give me this feeling. You give me this feeling, baby. You give me this feeling. 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 Shouldn't I realize, yeah, 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 you're the highest of the high. And if you don't know, then I'll say, so don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Shouldn't I realize that you're the highest of the high? Hey, if you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Yeah, yeah. Don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Thank you so much. We're gonna take it and keep it at the old school. We're setting the mood, eh? I'm sure you guys know this one. Please do sing along with me. Hey. Last night I saw you standing, but I started pretending I knew you. You knew me too. And just like a Romeo, you were too shy You were the only, 'cause so was I. And I dreamed of you every night. Now I just could not get it right. Girl, next time you come my way, I'll know just what to say. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. I started to write you letters, but I wanted to be more clever. I wanted to get down and sweet talk you. Hey, baby, but just like a baby, I could not talk. But I tried to come close, but I could not walk. And I dreamed of you ever since. Now I built up my confidence. Girl, next time you come my way, I'll know what else is in. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Oh, girl, one more chance with you again, and I will not let it go. Please give me just one more chance for love. Can we talk it for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Oh, can we talk for a minute? Come on and talk to me, baby. I wanna know your name, baby. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name.
Thank you so much. You guys sound beautiful. I love it. We're booking you all for our next gig. Let's keep it at the old school. Let's go.
Compliment, hey, what she does, and send her roses just because. If it's violin she loves, let them play. Dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer on the lawn and ask her to stay. Sing it with me. Find one. Oh, don't forget there could be an old love covered in a memory. If you need us so much more, why don't you say? 'Cause maybe she has it in her mind that she's just wasting her time. So ask her to stay. You say, find one other way. Being cool won't help you give the love warm. You'll just blow your only chair. Take the time to open up your heart. That's the secret of romance. Sacrifice if you can, and buy some moonlight to wear. If it's one more star she wants, go all the way. 'Cause in her arms tonight, she'll reflect that she owes you the sweetest of debts. If she wants to pay, find 100 ways.
Mr. Kirtley on keys. Yeah, give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Be cool, won't help you keep the love warm. You'll just blow your only chain. Yeah. Take the time to open up your heart. That's the secret of romance. Ooh. Sacrifice if you can, and buy some moonlight to wear. If it's one more star she wants, go all the way. In her arms tonight, she'll reflect that she owes you the sweetest of debts. If she wants to pay, find 100 ways. Yeah, yeah. And if she wants to pay, find 100 ways. You better believe it, oh lover, today. Find 100 ways.
Thank you so much. We are the pedestrian. Thank you.
A round of applause, please, for the pedestrians. All right, guys. No. They performed their hearts out on that stage. A round of applause, please, for the pedestrians. I will blame food and wine occupying your hands. Gentlemen, you were absolutely amazing. We can't wait to hear you again later on in the evening. right, on to the business end of the 2020 Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards. We will, in not too distant future, announce the overall winner for this year. A couple of things need to happen before that though. One, after the announcement of the winner, could we have all of the finalists, these include both category winners as well as runners-up, to please come up on stage. One of the highlights of this evening is having the collection of all the entrepreneurs in one picture published so that we can celebrate with each and every one of you, and we need to have that photograph as well. A fine specimen of a gentleman is about to come up on stage, even though I told him I wouldn't. Isn't it? If you were driving a car and you parked on P5 or any of the parking areas at the CTICC, this man has a parking ticket that he will replace yours with when you leave so that you can get out of this building. That's why we're going to love him a lot today. Thank you very much. And I really cannot see there at the back. We had promised to play the sponsorship video for PwC because we had some challenges with the sound. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. If the video play, okay, there you are. Thank you. I was looking for you there. Unfortunately, when we played the sponsorship video from PwC a little bit earlier, we couldn't hear the audio of the PwC employee who was speaking. Hopefully this time we will be able to do so. If you can play the video, please. Thank you. Up until this moment again. So we will email it to you. I'm now going to call on the MEC. Oh no, before I do that, I do apologize. We also know that once the big announcement has been made, everyone disappears. And I think before we do that, Rashid, it's just, I think, up to you to give the official vote of thanks. Rashid Tofi is the Deputy Director General for Economic Operations at the Department of Economic Development and Tourism, a man who is very passionate about the sector as well. Rashid.
Thank you, Africa. How's it, everybody? Well done. You all look amazing tonight, and congratulations. And to everyone back home and the families, I think we often forget the people behind these. You weren't even allowed to bring your own partner with. So to all of you watching out there, we appreciate you all. All of this applause is for all the people behind, all the people who make it into the room on the stage on the night, you know. So, yeah, I'd like to just say some thanks. I know Africa's been regaling it all night about the sponsors, but there's so many people that make these things happen. But I want to start with Minister Mania. Thank you so much. I was asking your support team, and I want to thank Minister Mania and Fran, his media liaison officers, and your teams who are out here late at night driving you and your security. You've been doing this relentlessly. And I said, has Minister been here for a year now? And we realized it's more than a year and a half. So, Minister, you've been tirelessly doing this job. I don't think you've seen much of your little child since you had it. But thank you very much for your passion that you showed towards this sector, to all of the economy, but particularly small businesses. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Let's give a hand to the Minister. And then to our HOD, Mr. Solly Fourie. Thank you, Solly, for your leadership throughout all of this as well. I mean, your wife hasn't seen much of you during COVID. Well, there's lockdown. But I also want to thank the rest of the DDAT team, our department. Memuna, our CFO, is here, and your whole team. And there's so many people who make events like this happen. Most of the staff who are here tonight arrived just now. They just came from the office because people are hard at work. So thank you to the whole DDAT team. And I'll come back to a few of the other special mentions. And then I'll try and be quicker, and we don't have to do applause after each one. I just want to acknowledge the competition winners, your grit and your, just, you can hear through all of the videos certainly what it took to survive during COVID. I mean, this is I remember this awards is my 4th one I've been at. First we were sort of a big event, and then it's slowly it changed, and this year it feels different. But I think it's even more meaningful because of what the grit and the trauma that you've really had to go through, and we feel your pain. And then I'd like to acknowledge the judges. They all do voluntary work. They just give of themselves, and they're a respected group of business people. I want to thank the judges for their contributions as well. And then the sponsors, let me mention them again. We had, believe it or not, over 1.262 million, so almost 1.3 million rand in sponsorships. I mean, that's incredible. And let's have a special hand for PwC, because we never got to see the video. But PwC, for sponsoring the consulting time and the competition video. False Bay College, as you heard the sort of volume. I mean, False Bay, you've been a partner with us beyond just the money. I mean, just thank you for just being there and championing that special segment of the education sector. Pike Law, as usual. I don't see Mr. Pike himself, but well, thank you for being here. The V&A Waterfront, always doing their bit. You guys have been incredible. Eiffel Corp for sponsoring the entertainment, mentorship, and coaching. I didn't mention, of course, that the V&A is giving that incredible space, but I'm not going to repeat what you said. And then an interesting one that you'll all see in your bags is that one of our entrepreneurs, Ronelle Prinsloo, has donated. She owns the company called Breathe Ease, and she sponsored all of the finalists with a special Breathe Ease mask, so it's in your bag. And then the pedestrians, you guys are amazing. It's always tough in a virtual event to be performing in front of not many live people, but well done. You guys are amazing. Thanks for that, and for the sponsors of that as well. Thank you. And then often we forget about the people just in the background. I'd just like to acknowledge the AV team. I'm pretty sure they tested those videos over and over, and it did work, but I feel your pain. Well done to that. Well done to the CTICC team. You guys, as always, are just incredible hosts. The great food, professional staff, and that usual just little touch of that personal touch, you know. And then I'd like to have a special mention for the person who's really the sort of the engine room behind this event, but also the heart behind the event, and that's Pat September. So Pat, just stand up there a little bit. Woo, Pat! Pat's done this event for many years, and Pat, thank you so much for everything you've done. And Pat is very ably supported by Mfundo and the rest of your squad. So that's Mfundo. Thank you very much. And then the people who support, who are the wind beneath their wings, are Joshua Volmerans and John Peters in that department. So thank you to you guys as well for your leadership. That's it. So I just want to, Africa, you don't often get thanked, but you always bring such a lekker flair and pizzazz to the events, and you're incredible. So keep doing what you're doing. And everyone, be safe out there. Things are going to get rough if we don't just each take personal responsibility for this virus and how it's growing on us again. So take care, everyone. Drive safely. Thanks.
Rashid Tofi, everybody. Oh, come on. The incredible wine, by the way, from Renegade Wines is going to also be included in your gift pack for this evening. So you might not be able to sample it here. It's because of regulations, which we'll not get into now. You cannot drink it on this property. You'll have to take it with you, put it in the fridge, chill it, and enjoy it at your own leisure. Thank you very much for that incredible generosity. All right. To the business end of this incredible ceremony, I'm going to invite the MEC, David Mania, and the head of department, Mr. Solifari, to come up on stage, please, so that we can celebrate and announce the overall winner of the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Award 2020. Woo! That was such a flow clap. All right, I know you're all nervous. I know you're in anticipation. Can I have a proper drum roll, please? The overall winner of the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards 2020, Rise Uniforms. She cannot believe it. Rise Uniforms taking the overall winner prize for the Western Cape Entrepreneurship Recognition Awards for 2020. A round of applause, please, for Undombi Nongoba and her team at Rise Uniforms. And it is important, I think, it's important for us to hear at least one voice from the entrepreneurs, and it makes sense that you, as the overall winner, just say a few words, please, to those gathered here and those who are watching us at home. Your winner for 2020, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know what to say because thank you. Thank you to the judges who actually selected me. Thank you guys for honoring this day to us. I'm speaking for all the entrepreneurs who are in this room today. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. It's a long journey, it's difficult, it's full of potholes, it's full of challenges all the way. And 2020 was just 1 year that only entrepreneurs know what I mean when I just say it was just 1 year. Just to my employees, if they are watching, this is their award. Is not mine, because without them, I wouldn't be here. I'm just the face of Rise Uniforms. But, and to everyone who have supported us, Productivity SA, during COVID-19, they were in my company because we didn't close the company. We were working since lockdown 5. We worked right through because if the workers were outside, Rise Uniforms does protective PPE, we needed to be there as well. But Productivity SA was with us. NEF supported us, gave us funding for the machine to make masks. I'm very proud of the achievements that we achieved this year. The list is endless. SITA, the list is endless. Actually, economic development, I was sitting there and I remember they were the first to actually supported us. It was in 2000 in 2007, our first computer, we bought it through them. And our first branding, we got it through them. Thank you very much. It's such a long journey. Some other stuff we really forget, but I was sitting here today and just thinking back, and I couldn't believe how far we have traveled. To build a business, it takes a community, and we can only do with all your support. We just start businesses. But at the end of the day, we need all of you to support us. Thank you very much.
Congratulations indeed. Rise Uniforms and Ntombi Nongoba. It is easy, I imagine, for your staff to work for you. You show empathy and you demonstrate it. And that long journey has been yours as well. So congratulations to you and your team. I'm going to ask all of the category winners and the runner-ups to please come up on stage, for the minister, for the head of department, for the sponsors, representatives. to all please come up on stage so that we can take that collective photograph, and to invite you, those who are not in the photograph, not only to enjoy the wonderful music of the pedestrians, but remind you there's some wonderful, wonderful dessert that is outside. That's it from me. Drive safely, have a wonderful festive season, and please keep safe from coronavirus. It's been an incredible event. Let's keep on entrepreneuring. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. While the photograph is happening, please welcome back on stage the pedestrians.
I ain't no intention I would get locked up tonight. When I looked in your eyes and they went through me like a knife. Came here with my crew, I lost them. Came with my crew, I dropped it. If I'm being honest, I'm being honest. I can't think when you're looking like that. I can't breathe when you're moving like that. Tell me when you're gonna do me like that. Like that. I'm so weak and I'm never like that. Light speed and I think I might crash. One trip down, I might never go back. Say, everything's gonna be alright. I just met my wife. Oh yeah, I know it's gonna be a good night. I think I just met my wife. Oh, alright. Maybe it's the music or the right shade on your lips. I'm wondering when the right time is to go in for a kiss. I'm thinking past that lover. I'm ready to meet your mama. If I'm being honest, I'm being honest. I can't think when you're looking like that. Hey, can't breathe when you're moving like that. Tell me when you're gonna do me like that. Like that. I'm so weak and I'm never like that. Light speed and I think I might crash. One trip down, I'ma never go back. Say, everything's gonna be alright. I think I just met my wife. Oh yeah, I know it's gonna be a good night. I think I just met my wife. Oh, baby, 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 you got me talking crazy. I'll figure if I say it, you just might be my lady. Baby, it's you. Yeah, yeah. Baby, it's you. Yeah. And ooh, I feel like something good is about to be going on. Yeah, baby, it's you, yeah. Baby, it's you, yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. I think I just met my wife. Put your hands up. No, it's gonna be a good night. I think I just met my wife. Everything's gonna be alright. I think I just met my wife. Oh yeah, I know it's gonna be a good night. I think I just met my wife. Yeah, that's the time. I feel like making love to you. That's the time. I feel like making dreams come true, baby. That's the time. I feel like making love to you. That's anybody else but you. Blanca saca Juan saca quiz. Salsa, everybody. The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and we talk slow. You come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop, then a man in a jukebox, and then we start the dance. I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Come and now follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come and now follow my lead. Come and now follow my lead. Ooh. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Though your heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you was in my room, and now my bedroom smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. I'm in love with your body. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. We get in, we let the story begin. We going out on our first date. You and me is it, this sugar all it can eat. Fill up the bag and I fill up the plate. Talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family is doing okay. Then we get in the taxi, kiss in the backseat all the time and make the radio play. I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. For somebody like me, come and now follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come and now follow my lead. Come and now follow my lead. Whoa. I'm in love with the shape of you. You push and pull like a magnet, yo. Though your heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you was in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. I'm in love with your body. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Though your heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you was in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Yeah. love nightlife, yes I do, it's so much fun. And before I know it, here comes the sun. Sweetheart, it's been real, but the feeling's gone. Silence is like a spirit that picked my house to home. But I know it's there, so I'm not your love. But deep inside, I need what I want. And that's why I want you to run away with me and experience something new. Anything we've already done just won't do. Now I want you, and that's why I want you to genuinely and sincerely want me to. Please believe in me, baby, don't be cruel. So I want you. Oh, well, a trip to a remote island needs mine. Oh, you look like the solitaire in the sunshine. I like her 'cause she's fine. She's fearless. She's a friend of mine. Oh, I'm not trying to say that you need some help. Or you can have anything you want with your bad self. I like her 'cause she's fine. She's sexy. She's something else. Say, and that's why I want you to run away with me and experience something new. Anything we've already done just won't do. That's why I want you. And that's why I want you to genuinely and sincerely want to. Please believe in me, baby, don't be cruel. I want you. Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair was perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I'll say, when I see your face, baby, it's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she let me. Her laugh, she hates but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Two-step with me on. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. And even bother asking if you look okay. No, I'll say, when I see your face, baby, it's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. love, don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, a million days in your arms is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Never too much, never too much, never too much. Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me smiling. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so demanding. Opened the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart scream that I love. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. We've come a long way, and yet this is only the beginning. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, a million days in your arms is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never, never. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh my It's a party up in here, hey. Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, so you're a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Oh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. You're fine, so fine. Whoa. Mine, oh mine, you're my treasure. That is what you are. Ooh, you're my golden star. Bet you can make my wish come true if you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you, pretty girl should be smiling. A girl like you should never look so blue. You're everything I see in my dreams. I wouldn't say that to you if it wasn't true. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Whoa, oh girl, I gotta show you when you're mine, oh mine. You are my treasure, that is what you are. You're my golden star, that you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you, if you let me treasure you, you are my treasure, my treasure, you are my treasure, you are my treasure, you are my treasure, you are my treasure, you. Faz alimenta, alimenta, faz alimenta. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, you're my treasure. That is what you are. You're my golden star. Make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Turn your magic on. To me she'd say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day, future legends. Turn your magic on. To me she'd say everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds. I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart beneath my skin. I feel my heart beating. You make me feel like I'm alive again. Like I'm alive again. You make me feel. And if we've only got this time, this adventure wouldn't die. And if we've only got this time, in this adventure wouldn't die. Wanna share. Only got this time, in this adventure wouldn't die. Wanna share with you, with you, with you. You in the back over there, let me hear you say, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Make some noise. You make me feel like I'm alive again. social distance. We love you.